Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you how I transfer my tracings to canvas. I really do hope you enjoy this mini tutorial, and if you do, don't forget to hit that like button and give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. The video clip you're about to watch is part of my classic portrait course online, and if you are interested in that portrait course, then please head on over to my website and check out the details of that. The course is over 40 hours long and will take you several months to work your way through the chapters, but it is a perfect course if you are a beginner or an intermediate artist. Let's jump to the tutorial. Okay, so in this segment we're going to discuss how to actually do the tracing onto your canvas. I'm using an 1814 canvas paper, and again I've discussed that in previous modules, so if you want to refer back to that. But of course you can use a stretch canvas or you can use a canvas board. Either way the method is all the same. So I've printed my tracing out onto an A3 piece of paper. And again, if you refer now to the section where I show you how to enlarge to an A3 size if you don't have that particular size of printer. So in this particular case, like I said, I've printed it onto A3. And then what I've actually done on the reverse side, I've actually scribbled just charcoal all over the back. Now, of course, you can use carbon paper if you want, but I just prefer to do it this way. I scribble the charcoal all over the back, and I'll take a paper towel and just lightly sort of wipe that down so there's no excess dust or anything like that. Then I'll position my tracing. Okay, so what I tend to do, now typically the head wants to be about your hand width. And then typically, again, this is for a classical portrait, you want to then position the nose about the halfway mark. So once I've done that and I've got that in position, I also want to give just a little bit more the direction the model is facing, the direction that your portrait is facing. So there's a little bit more space on this side than there is on this side in this particular case of the portrait of Tom. So that's how you would position your portrait for a classical painting. Once I've positioned it, I'll tape entirely all the way across and I tuck it around, make sure that's on there nice and secure. And I'll begin tracing that, which means that you're able to keep lifting and checking that your transfer's going okay. I always have my reference photo at the side whilst I'm tracing. You don't just want to just follow the lines, you want to be looking as you're tracing, because sometimes lines can be a little bit fuzzy, and at least if you're looking at the tracing you're able to get a really detailed sketch. I always start in the eyes. And very carefully and with a very sharp pencil, I'll start going over those outlines, starting in the eyes, working my way down the features to the nose, the mouth, and then the outer shapes are all coming on last. Again, I'll keep lifting that up to make sure that my transfer's going accurately. The more time you spend with the initial tracing and the more accurate you are at this stage, the better the final portrait will be. Once I have done all my tracing, we do want to fix it before we start painting. And for that I just use a cheap hairspray. You want one that has a nice mist to it, not something that comes out all clumpy. You definitely want to be able to spray this very, very lightly. I put a light coat on. Occasionally I'll do two very light coats rather than one heavy coat, drying between each layer. And then you're ready to start your actual portrait.